What's up, guys? Your Burn Bro Oni-chan here, bringing you another deck profile. We're in another burn deck today, though. Nurse Burn. Pretty excited. It's probably going to be a short video because the cards are very simple. Alright, so first off, we have to start out with our field center, Ryuko. Shout out to my girlfriend. Loaned me the Vanguard card. So it's really simple. The monster lineup, Nurse Burn. Whenever your opponent would gain life points, they're gonna take in damage instead. That's it. It's the only monsters in the entire deck. This deck is all about getting this out, and then having your opponent gain life points and drawing cards. And there's a lot of draw power in this. It's pretty budget, but the Card of Demise
are gonna be the expensive ones. Yeah,
the expensive card. Run 3 of them. You have to run 3. You have to run 3 Pot of Desires. You have to run 3 Pot of Duality. Have to run 3 Into the Void. Cup of Ace. I've seen some people don't run Cup of Ace. I love Cup of Ace. I'm just kind of lucky with my coin flip, so I get to draw a lot. But I do also run a card to help out where if I don't get to draw. But 2 cards is just too good not to, Darkwood Dealings, it's a great card. Say you've already activated Pot of Duality and you've got another Pot of Duality in hand. Activate this, gets rid of the other once per turn cards. So pretty much all of these. None of these are once per turn either, so that's great. I've done Cup of Ace 3 times in a row before. And then to unbrick your hand a little bit, Magical Mallet. I only have 1 shiny one. The other 2 are commons. I definitely recommend running 2 more shinies because it's just going to work better. Because otherwise you're just going to draw exactly what you had, what you shoveled back in. I've done that before. It's so annoying. I've gotten into the habit of just power shuffling after I Magical Mallet. It takes up time, but it's whatever.
Yeah.
The duel's going to last 15 minutes anyway. And then I also run Contact with the Dawn Thousand.
I don't actually know what that card does, so I'm going to zoom in on the
This
effect.
one? Yeah, it's a bit weird. So it's both players take 1,000, both players draw a card. That's really all you need to worry about.
Okay.
And then I'll read the rest because it's a bit more wordy. And then all cards that are drawn while this card's effect is applied must remain revealed. Doesn't really matter if your opponent knows what's in your hand.
Yeah.
It's an FTK deck. If they don't have any hand traps, you just get to play. While a player's spell card in their hand is revealed by this effect, that player cannot normal summon or set monsters. You can only activate 1 contract
per turn.
Yeah. So just make sure you normal summon your nurse before you activate that or before you draw into a spell that you have to reveal, because there are a lot of spells in this deck. So just make sure you do that and you'll be fine.
And we don't play Banishments, which is the only searching card that you would even play. So it's all draw.
Yeah, it's all draw. Because you really don't need to, honestly. I've run into the issue maybe in like 2 duels. It really doesn't happen very much to where you can't get into your nurse. I've had issues where I run into too many nurses.
Yeah, it's more likely.
And then our one of is the Upstart. If you have nurse out, especially, they gain it instead of gaining 1,000, it deals 1,000, and you get to draw a card. It's just more deck thinning. So that's it to round out our spells. Only bit of advice that I really have, because this deck seems pretty helmet at first glance, and it is, but activate Pot of Duality last, because I've had issues where I'm just missing 1 card. I'm like, I've got 3 gift card in hand, and then I've got Pot of Duality, which means that like I don't need more damage. I need a nurse, or I need a bad reaction.
And most people see the thing about bad reaction is that you can play any variation. You can play none, you can play 2, you can play 3. Like the range is all over the place. What do you recommend, Burn Bro?
I recommend 3, just because like I get into my damage enough. There's enough draw power in here, and if you don't draw into this, or the nurses, you're done.
Yeah, there's no back leg in this deck. You go hard or you go home.
There's zero back leg, but that's the point of an FTK deck for the most part.
True. Agreed.
I've liked it so far. But yeah, for traps, we have bad reaction, obviously. It's basically just nurse in trap form. Gift card, your opponent gains 3,000 life points, but more like 3,000 damage. Try and guess. If you both have a extra deck, hopefully you will. Then you call a extra deck monster. I'll call an extra deck type. So Xyz, fusions, or synchros, and whoever has more of that takes 3,000 damage, or gains 3,000 health. Yeah, they gain 3,000 health, but it's 3,000 damage. Essentially,
anytime you see heal, assume it's going to be damage.
Yeah, that's why I'm sorry if I keep messing up my wording, because it's the same thing in this deck.
It's an anti-heal. It's reverse heal.
It's anti-heal. So I run one card in the extra deck. I'll show you guys later. So that way, no matter what you call, pretty much they're gonna have more of it. Even
fusions, yeah. Which is the main thing you would play.
Yeah, usually fusion, and then just call Xyz. Usually people got Xyz. You can't call Link unless this gets like eroded, because it says fusion, synchro, or Xyz specifically.
Yeah.
So, and then there's the Path of Destiny. They flip a coin, 2,000. It's the same thing.
The only thing that has the potential to hurt you, though. I mean, hurt's relative.
Yeah, but it's an FTK, so it really doesn't matter.
Yeah.
And then to round out the traps, last card, Secret Barrel.
For that cup of ace in case they draw.
Yeah, because I needed one more card, and it's that little bit of damage. Every once in a while, you can see I've only actually got 3 different types of damage besides the Secret Barrel.
Yeah.
But sometimes you'll just say you've upstarted, and then you've got these two, and you just need a little bit of damage, but you just can't seem to find these.
Yeah.
Secret Barrel will work for you. It's a great card. If Cup of Ace goes the wrong way every time, then that's just more damage. It's really good, honestly. And then to round out the entire deck, I run the Dark Claw.
So pretty.
Yeah, it's super tech. I run this is actually Dark Law Nurse. That's the whole thing. There's no way to get him out. He's just there for try and guess. But yeah, that's the deck. It's really simple. It's pretty cheap. Just get the card of Demises. Pot of Desires are cheap still.
Yeah, they're not going back up anytime soon.
You gotta get the waifu field centers, and you gotta get the waifu rem playmats.
Yes. So now you guys are starting to see why it's called Burn Bro in Chan now. It'll be 99% burn decks going forward from him.
No, that's not true at all.
It's not true at all.
There are not enough different types of burn decks, but I will try and update burn decks if there are any cards that come out that could be even relative. I'm gonna update you guys, but I promise we're gonna be going into different types of deck. I'm fiddling with some True Draco also. I'll bring you a little bit of meta. I've got Cubics in the work. I've got everything in the works, and I know that your brother right here, Lucy, he's working for you guys too, but he's waiting on some cards.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So
you won't see me for a while, but I will be cameraman, so it's okay. I can live with it.
But yeah, and we've also got other people that we're getting profiles from too.
Yeah.
So.
With a bit of luck, we can start working on duels. We got a new camera, so with a bit of luck, and we figure that out, we can start doing duels for you guys. So 15-minute duels, with the nurse burn. So
all right,
yep. So
rounds.
Please like, comment, subscribe. Obviously, subscribe or comment. I mean, likes are nice, but Anyway, peace out, scrubs.
See ya.